everybody, I'm Rob Brender, welcoming you to another episode of Your 49er Insider, a weekly look at all things Long Beach State sports. On this week's show, we'll preview the start of the women's volleyball season with an interview from head coach Brian Gimolaro as they get set to host the Mizuno Invitational at the Walter Pyramid this upcoming weekend. But first, women's soccer is off to an outstanding start this campaign. A victory last Friday at USC by a count of 2-1, followed up with a 3-0 shutout win in the home opener on Sunday. Shauna Gordon was the catalyst for the two victories, scoring the eventual game-winning goal on Friday and added another tally on Sunday. We'll have an interview with Shauna just a little bit later in our show. But first, let's take a look at the highlights from the ball game against Sacramento State. Jazz Strozier got the 49ers on the scoreboard early after she headed across from Nadia Link past the Sac State goalkeeper to give Long Beach an early 1-0 lead. Just 4 minutes later, Shauna Gordon added her second goal of the year, this time on a one-touch shot after Strozier set her up in the box. Nicole Hubbard added a third goal at the 22-minute mark, controlling Jordan Nelson's cross off a Hornet defender and heading the ball to the far post. The 49ers were able to dictate the tempo the rest of the game and cruise to a 3-0 victory. Thanks to the two goals scored by Shauna Gordon this past weekend, she was named your 49er Athlete of the Week. We caught up with Shauna as well as head coach Mauricio Ingracia to discuss last weekend's two big victories and had a preview of this upcoming weekend's games in Milwaukee.
It really did feel good coming out and, beating two opponents that we have played in the past and tied and lost to them, so we made an improvement and looking forward to more games. It was back and forth the whole game. It was back and forth, and the intensity was high, the energy was high from both teams, and we got a cross, and it was me, Jazz, like two other players and their keeper, and we all just kind of went up for the ball, and luckily I was able to get ahead on it.
It was a good weekend for us. And at this time of year, you're looking to learn and get better as a team. And it's obviously a great positive to come out with two victories. It was huge. And that was our message to the team, and I'm glad they understood it and came out. And we had a very, very high level first 30 minutes. And then we were able to get a lot of players into the game. But definitely it's a sign of maturity to be able to approach each game and respect each opponent the same. I'm doing some laundry, and we're excited to get out of town actually, and teach some of the younger players what it's like to play on the road and all the adversities. We have two opponents we've never played, so we're excited to play against teams from other regions. It's always a fun thing. And we're working on our mentality and making sure that we take care of, dot every I and cross every T, so that when we get to the game, we give ourselves the very best shot.
Head coach Brian Gimolaro's 22nd ranked women's volleyball program is set to take the court for the first time this season when they host the Mizuno Invitational right here at the Walter Pyramid this weekend. Two big games on Friday, followed by the matchup that everybody is waiting to see with number 7 Washington.
I like the team. I think leadership is good. I think experience level is pretty good. In some areas, it's very good. I want to be a good overall team, so that if one part of our game is not good, then other parts can be good. Other parts can take over. Washington is certainly a team that could. Certainly, they're 7th, and they could be a Final Four team. It's certainly not a stretch to go from 7 to 4. They're a very, very good team. So we have two matches before we play them to prepare for them. I mean, the matches in and of themselves are important, but in reality, it's execution that's the key. You attempt to execute at the highest level you can, and if that's successful in any of the 3 matches, you hope it is, but that's where you have to stay with your focus. Well, you always want to play well at home. It's exciting to play. It's nice that when you get good teams to come to play at your home. I think it's very important, and it's exciting, and I think that it's a really good volleyball experience for everyone who's involved in the game, and it's pretty exciting here at Long Beach. I think it's a good match for people to come out and watch, for any age and for any reason.
Thanks so very much for watching this week's show. For comprehensive coverage on all things Long Beach State athletics, you can go to longbeachstate.com. You can also like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at LBSU Athletics. I'm Rob Brender, one of your 49ers. We'll see you next week.